right, millennials, adulting is not all you thought it would be, is it? And even we, older folk, why we keep saying that from morning? Anyway, we struggle from time to time to balance work and life, not even just time to time, all the time, but it can be done. And the founder of Select and Start, Jeffrey Azan, is here to get us started. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here. You have a personal development company, which is what Select and Start is.
Yes.
You've been doing this for just about 2 years.
Officially.
And you say you see a move, a general momentum, a swing towards personal coaching, personal development. What's that about?
Well, a lot of people have finally begun to buy into the understanding that it's not all education. It's really about how good can I be as a person, because the better I am as a person, the more value I can add. More value I add, more earnings I can potentially get. I tell people all the time to increase earnings. It's not just increase education, but you have to increase experience and exposure as well. All in all, you as a person develop to another level. And Select and Start, what we're really trying to do is draw out that potential. We say level up the person. And when they get to the max and they finish leveling up, we change the game and we go to the next level again.
Okay, gotcha. So let's take it, you know, more granularly now and look at this, the topic for this morning. Work-life balance we talk about, which I hear some people in your field are now calling life balance generally because work is a part of your life.
Indeed.
Where are you on that theory?
Well, I believe in the life balance, but you know, we have many instances of separation. Like we don't call it body, we call it mind and body. But last time I checked, the brain was in the body.
Correct. Okay.
So we have to look at things as a holistic view, but there's so many micro parts, so many granular, as you had said earlier. And it is attainable, it's doable, it's achievable. But funny enough, you mentioned it earlier when you're opening up the show, the key to it all is discipline. And you're explaining how you're finding so much indiscipline in the start of the new year. And we as a culture, as a society, unfortunately, we are such a go-getter society that we tend to do whatever it takes to get it. And that tends to border on indiscipline.
So do you find that most of the folks with whom you speak, or most of the folks you coach, most of the folks you come into contact with for your services do not achieve it?
I find that they need guidance into how to do it. And there are several ways to go about that guidance. There are the tips and tricks. For example, when you go home, unplug. When you're at work, work. When you're at home, be at home. But there is a critical element that I encourage everybody who we work with to focus on, and that is time management. It's very hard to track or change anything if you have no basis, if you have no numbers, if you have no guidance on how to do it. So we really focus on, if you're going to achieve work-life balance, you need to have time management above all things.
So let me ask you something, Jeffrey. Isn't this a pie-in-the-sky notion? I mean, especially for folks, I find folks who climb the further up the corporate ladder tend to just have no time for even balance, much less work-life balance. Is it something that, how do you know when you've achieved that, first of all, and is it really, truly attainable?
Well, we have to look on the grand spectrum of everybody in the world. Everybody has the same 24 hours. So why is it that some CEOs can make it to all of their kids' football games? Why is it some mothers can balance 6 kids while some mothers struggle balancing 1? It is all about how we schedule that 24 hours.
Could be resources, could be support.
I give you a difference, I say it's understanding.
Okay.
I give you a simple exercise.
Okay.
And we do it here, and you, those of you at home, you can do it as well.
Okay.
All right? How much time do you spend sleeping? Give or take.
4 to 6 hours.
4 to 6 hours. We'll use 6 hours for easy math.
Okay.
How much time do you think you spend eating per day?
If I spend an hour, it's a lot.
An hour, so we're gone 7 hours. How much time do you spend on like just your general personal hygiene routines, your morning routine and your evening routine together?
Bathroom business?
Yeah.
An hour.
So we're gone 8 hours so far. How much time do you spend traveling?
Depending on the day, we could have done a street fair 3.
So 3 hours.
Based
So
on
we've
the
gone
traffic,
11 hours.
Yeah, generally 1, but you know what's going on our
Right.
roads. So
We're just giving an example. So we have 11 hours. 11 out of your 24 hours are gone. to just surviving.
Correct.
So now you only have 13 hours left in the day. Take 8 hours out of that for work, you're left with 5 hours. Now, how much time do people waste on WhatsApp? That's another 2 hours gone. And we watch a movie, that's another 2 hours gone. So just between WhatsApp, a movie, work, and survival, you're left with 1 hour. And that's why we say that we can't have work-life balance.
I don't know. I don't know any of those people you're talking about. Maybe I'm just out of touch who have time to be on WhatsApp and have time to go and watch a movie. Like, wow. Tell us how we achieve it, because that's really why you're here. Yes.
Step one. What are your priorities? What really matters? If I told you you only had 6 months left to live, what would be your actions?
Jeffrey, me no want to talk about
No, you see.
But yes, you are correct.
Medical students shared with me this idea of the brain aneurysm. And the brain aneurysm is a phenomenon of the body that your brain just, and you're done. You don't have to have stress, diabetes, hypertension, poor circulation. You're just done. And that can happen to any of us at any time. And so every day we get up, we have to prioritize what's going to matter. If my child's happiness matters, then it has to find time. If my job matters, it has to find time. The thing is, we make a lot of excuses out of fear because we don't have enough money and we don't have enough time. So I'm running against the clock, I'm running against the bank account that one day I'll be free to do what I want to do. And yet, for many of us, that one day will never come.
Right.
So if you get up today and you said, today my priority is my child, you'll find 30 minutes for that child. But if you get up and you say, my priority is to get to work, to get the pay, to pay for the school fee so my child can go to school, guess what? Your child will go to school, but you will never see them.
Time with them. Good point.
And it all comes down to that time. So I get up in the morning. If I get up at 4 in the morning, and I have to leave at 6. What do I do with those 2 hours? Most people get up and the first thing they do is panic. They wake up and they panic. Or they wake up and they wonder what wasn't done yesterday. I say wake up and start with gratitude.
Mindset is a hell of a thing, eh?
When you enter the day with gratitude, fear can't exist.
Okay.
Worry can't exist. Where gratitude exists, negative emotion has no dominance.
Okay.
So if I'm grateful for my day, if I'm grateful for my kids, if I prioritize gratitude, then what matters to me finds its way into my life.
Okay, I will buy that. I will buy that with, you know, a good chunk of money. I get it. I get it. Where can we get more from you, Jeffrey?
Well, you can find us on social media, Select and Start. Actually, for this whole program and this idea that time management is so important, if you go to our social media, Select and Start, we have posted a link for our free time assessment worksheet. So they can go there, sign up, and get their worksheet and begin this journey of putting it in order. And in fact, if people have some time today, they can head down to Jamaica Conference Center. I'll be doing a presentation with JIFA for their blast-off motivation.
Okay. Session.
Okay,
seminar. All right. Thank you very much.
A pleasure.
Potent words this morning from Jeffrey Azan, founder of Select and Start. Stay with us. What you need to know about the dengue outbreak. Very important information on the other side of this break. Prioritize that. We'll be right back. Thank you.